Is artificial intelligence going to steal your job? Well, not quite yet, but we'll have to watch how the future unfolds. I will tell you this. If you haven't been looking at artificial intelligence, or you think it's still science fiction and something that isn't going to be like HAL in 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's not going to lock you out, and you repeatedly request open the pod bay doors, well, if you haven't seen that movie, great reference. I don't think we're to that point yet. It's going to take artificial intelligence or overhuman level intelligence to be trained on data that really talks about us as human beings. And unfortunately, human beings seem to be historically bad in a lot of cases, and hopefully we're more good than bad, and hopefully these systems that start to come online, that people start to integrate into every different part of their life, hopefully these systems will remain human friendly. And I believe that it's probably going to be the human being that's going to be causing a lot of the problems with the machines. So if you build something, if you raise your child correctly, I know that Mo Godwat, which is one of the AI people that started out with Google back in the day, he's kind of got off on a different tangent, if you will, going from being somebody that was talking about artificial intelligence. He still talks about that quite a bit and its impact on the world. But now Mo is more talking, I don't know him, I've never spoken with him. One day maybe I'll have the honor. But Mo at this point is now talking more about being more present, being more mindful, being more conscious, because that human element is really going to be the differentiation point between us and artificial intelligence, or above average human intelligence. Right now, the way that it's working is this intelligence that man has created is going to very soon, if it hasn't already in some circumstances, just of course being kept secret, the system is going to start teaching itself. Once it starts to do that, it's going to grow at a very fast pace. Currently, it's growing very quickly. If you look at any of the statistics on the intelligence that has been built into the machine, the way it's progressing, it's been a lot of years of not very much movement. But all of a sudden, now it's starting to climb at a very fast rate. That rate, pretty soon, probably within several decisions, several moments, or several more frames of time, is probably going to really go through the roof. That's when people start talking about this general intelligence. Basically, the machine is now smarter than every other human being on the planet and can fix and excel at any task given. Part of those tasks would be, can it fix my plumbing? Can it clean my house? And of course, we have the vacuum cleaners that roll around. You've probably seen those commercials or those different videos by Boston Dynamics. They're doing some great work with robots. I know Tesla is as well, Musk and all that. It doesn't look super spectacular like out of the movies yet, but that time definitely is coming. But right now, artificial general intelligence, or just regular artificial intelligence, or just the computer intelligence, it is definitely smarter than most of the people out there, probably across all fields. That being the case, should you worry about your job being taken over? I'm a real estate agent. My job is mainly representing buyers and sellers. An attorney's job is mainly representing their clients, either trying to sue somebody or protect them from being sued. You also have the criminal element of that. You also have paperwork, contracts, and those sorts of things. If you look at real estate, you look at attorneys, even the medical profession, these are things to probably be wondering about, because if you have an entity that is trained on all the world's data, they're going to overcome and be better than anybody in those fields, because they know all the data. Not only do they know all that data, they know all the other data that this person doesn't know. And if you ask somebody, the big question asked is, does God exist? So then somebody says, well, I don't think he exists. He said, okay, you're pretty sure? Yeah, I'm sure God doesn't exist, they say. So then you say, well, how much of the world's knowledge do you know? And the person thinks for a second. And they say, well, I don't know. Say, well, let's say you know 90% of all the knowledge. And I know that's probably a lot, but let's say you do. And the person gets proud. Sure, sure, okay, yes. I know 90%. Well, could God exist in the 10% you don't know? We're training something. Something's being trained, this computer level, artificial, human level intelligence that's probably already surpassed the Turing test, which basically means on all levels can they fool a human being into thinking that they're human. I know that we always talk about the emotional aspect with artificial intelligence, and if they're going to be able to understand what it's like to wake up drunk and decide that that's not something they want to do anymore, or wake up after getting their butt kicked, or wake up in jail, or wake up after losing a loved one. You know, these are very deep things. Watching your child get cancer, watching your child overcome cancer, but always worrying that they're going to get it again. This happens. I've seen this happen personally, and it's a very horrible thing. Are they going to be able to empathize or sympathize or understand that in order to provide me with therapy so I can move on? What about people that have gone through, people that have cheated on them, people that they've been married to for a very long time that have created an act of infidelity and then caused that person to go in some downward spiral without them personally experiencing it? Can they be better at that than us? And then I give you something else that has occurred, at least in my life, where I was super fat for a very long time. I was able to peel off 135 pounds of body fat and get into the best shape of my life. So I can show people how to do that. I do show people how to do that. That's part of my process. But because artificial intelligence hasn't been there, are they going to empathize? Would they be a good counselor? Can they help out people that want to do something similar? People that are fat getting thin, can they do it? Can they help out? I believe over time, we're not going to know the difference between somebody that says they're AI and somebody that says they're human when they're really AI. These are things to start to look for. And I know we look at the images that have been produced by a lot of these systems and they have multiple fingers or their digits are off or there's something just incorrect within their bodies that we pick out and we're very proud of ourselves because, oh yeah, look. But believe you me, you've probably seen them as well, as where the first week of January 2025, I'm seeing a lot of images and things that I can't tell. I mean, I know that cats don't dance like they do in these videos. I know that the other animals they have doing things don't do that naturally. But if you look deep, it's incredible. So, us as human beings, easily fooled, need to step back and become more critical thinkers than we've ever been. If you don't question things and accept everything coming in as if it's fact, everything you see on the internet being true, and I know you don't, but there are some people out there you'll probably talk to that talk to you about things and you just scratch your head because you can't believe they believe what they're telling you. The question is maybe they're right and you're wrong. We have to look at things from every angle. We have to explore them. We can't just take somebody's word for it. These systems out there that are in place, they will go out quickly if you're searching for some particular item online, and they will buy an ad. And if they know that you're using Google as your primary search method, they will build that ad to be first and foremost at the top and construct it in such a way that you will want to click on it. And if you don't click on it there, it'll appear in your Facebook feed. And if you're not on Facebook, Instagram. The best place to be is maybe Amish and unplugged from everything. The thing is that the lifestyle that you want? If you are going to engage in social media, if you're going to engage in these other platforms online, even looking up products and purchasing from Amazon or these other places, just be wary. Maybe take a moment before you hit the button. Maybe just see if, in fact, this is the best deal and the best price. Some of the systems, so I've heard, are so good that if you're searching for something and delay your buying decision, it knows you'll pay more, so it increases the price over time. I hear that airline tickets sometimes have this same result. Haven't seen it for a fact, can't verify it, but I've been searching, and I know, of course, time has gone on, therefore the tickets become more scarce, more people buy, and the price gets more expensive. However, in some cases, it's only within moments, and of course, when I start looking, it seems like everybody else starts looking, but it's just something to be aware of. I'm Connor with Honor, a little bit about artificial intelligence. We'll see you in the next one. AI with Honor, let's be good to each other, and don't forget the human part. Be well.